Hi, YouTube. I am your host. I'm Coach Hicks. So I want to start a new series titled, The Life of a Coach. And I came up with this series because there are many things that coaches face, from different aspects and standpoints that parents may not understand or know of, and also student athletes may not understand or know of. So with this first episode, I want to start with a message to the parents. All right, first and foremost, parents, thank you so much for entrusting people like myself with your children and your student athletes. We know it's not easy, especially with how the economy and how the world is. Unfortunately, over time, some coaches are genuine and we love dealing. Others, they stray away from their true purpose and the cause, and they do many other things. But I'm here to share some light on certain things and certain topics. So starting with this message to the parents. Parents, please, remain a fan, all right? Stop trying to do so much more, such as being a coach. Now, with that being said, I don't mean like you cannot train with your student athletes outside of practice hours or whatever that may be. I'm saying in a true competition, organized sport, be a fan and a cheerleader for your student athlete. I strongly support it. But being a coach in that moment is very difficult, all right? And the reason I say that is, give you a prime example. There's a timeout, all right? You harping on trying to coach your child, and the coach is trying to make adjustments for your child, your student athlete, and the entire team. It's kind of difficult because one, in a huddle, their teammates know them, see them every other day, know what they're going through, trying to support them. The coach is trying to support them, correct certain things, make adjustments, follow the game plan. But if you are in the bleachers yelling, leaning over, trying to get their attention for 30 seconds, which most timeouts are 30 seconds anyway. So that defeats the purpose of what the ultimate goal that we're trying to, get through to our student athletes, or we're trying to work on as a team. So continue to support your student athletes as a fan and as their personal cheerleader. Also, when you're trying to coach from the stands, you never know who may hear you. All right, some athletes, their mom, their dad, their parents, their grandparents, and you can interact and talk and say certain things. Not all parents understand that. So comments like, oh, such and such, coach needs to take him off the field or off the court or whatever it may be. It creates a crazy and hostile environment for everyone involved to the point where it's not enjoyable. And unfortunately, in some situations, that things have escalated. So I just want everyone to be a fan. I give you a prime example. A few years ago, I was at this district and I was coaching basketball. Now, before I got there, this team versus their rivals, I don't think they beat their rivals in like 20 plus years. So my first year there, we ended up beating the rivals. So second year, I don't expect anything less. Like, we're gonna add on to it and beat them again. And we end up beating them, starting the season off. We get put into a tournament where we face them again. If we beat them again, we go to the championship game. Now, one thing I like to tell my parents, you are always welcome to come to practice. I strongly encourage it. If you have coaches who do not allow you to come to practice, I don't get that. I understand that. Like, I want my parents there because, for one, I only have so much time with your student athlete to go through fundamentals, to work on plays and life lessons and this and that. But if you have time, that could be your bonding time, like working with like rebounding or throwing to or whatever it may be with your child. Like, it helps everybody overall, and it builds relationship and helps build character. So we're in this tournament and we're playing our rivals. I'm like, I'm gonna beat them a second time in the same year, like really in less than a month. And we beat them, we go to the championship game. Now, this particular player, so as I'm coaching, I don't hear anything fans say, so it doesn't bother me. I just don't. I'm only concerned about my players and what's happening in front of me. Now, if I hear something on the bench, then I am aware. But one kid made a comment, oh, such and such mom is upset, and are you saying this in the bleachers? All right, so that's a red flag anyway, because not only are you possibly distracting your own child in this scenario, but you're distracting other athletes as well from the goal that we're trying to achieve. Now, her son, throughout the week at practice, we work on situations, and I know things that he's successful at, but I also know things that he was totally like afraid of, and in that moment, anything could happen. All right, so we go on to win that game. Now, I've always tell my parents, and I tell them to this day, I would never put your child in a situation to where they cannot be successful. Because if I put them in a situation they're not successful, or they can't see more success than downfalls, who knows? That could change the whole outcome of their life in that moment. That's just how teenagers are. But mom was extremely upset. Oh, why you didn't play my son during a game? This and that with the whoop. I have certain guidelines and certain rules. After a game, you cannot talk to me or ask me any coaching questions for at least 12 to 24 hours. All right, it allows me to come down, because you don't know whether it's win, lose, or draw, what the outcome of that game may have been. Same way for your student athletes. Like, stop automatically the ride home telling, oh, you should have did this, or you got to work on this, and they're like, give them time to actually decompress, because a lot of times they're hard on themselves anyway than anyone else would be. So get on time, and they'll come around and discuss things and talk things over with you. And same way with parents. Like, you're heated at that moment, 12 to 24 hours, come back, have a conversation with the coach or your student athlete, and you both can have understand, or everyone involved can have many different understandings of everyone's viewpoint. But it was also a Saturday too during this tournament. But she was understanding at the time. So she's like, I'm gonna take my child with me. I was like, hey, that is, do what you have to do. You are the parent, you are the guardian. You can do whatever you want to do with your child, but the uniform that's on his back, that belongs to me. I need that back. So mom took the kid that day. We played championship game. It was a great championship game. So much so to the point where I used timeouts. I was assigning certain players, like, hey, you have to draw up a play for your teammates. It was fun. It was exciting. Even have pictures from it, and you can say that we had a good old time. And her son would have played in the championship game, no problem. But because of her ego, it may seem like it was self. Now, I could have possibly reacted right then and try to state my case. Like, hey, if I was to put your son in this game, when this game was up and down, it was extremely close, and he failed, who is to say that his teammates wouldn't say anything to trigger him or be off the wall? Because they're passionate, they're competitive. So now you have teammates going against each other in the middle of a competition. Where's the unity in that? You as a parent, you don't want anyone to say anything off or crazy to your student athlete. So then you get involved. Then the other kid's parent gets involved. So now it's a big commotion. We can't focus on the task at hand because of so many egos in this time period that could have been solved if you remain just a fan and consider what all the coach must have to go through. Because when it comes to team sports, you're not only substituting one player, you have to substitute based off of personalities, skill, the game situation, the time it have left, the other personnel, who can match up best and better. What do we need? Do we need to start shooting 3-pointers or go for a longer play, whether it's football or, it's so much that goes into coaching, and it's not even per se just coaching. So even as a coach myself, I always consider, even if a player misses practice, first time I see that player, I don't automatically, hey, why weren't you at practice? I check on their mental, their emotion. Hey, how you doing? Everything good? And a lot of times, based off of relationships, these athletes tell me, well, coach, yeah, I'm good. I couldn't make it to practice because of this reason here. Or I needed a mental health day. I understand. With today's economy, unfortunately, I went through this situation. My mom was a single parent mom. She couldn't attend all my sporting events, so I want to make a name for myself so she could hear about me. Unfortunately, some parents have to work so much they can't be there for their child. So even if it's a simple recording, like, hey, when the game's over, I had your content. Look, here you go. This is what happened. I know they're gonna tell you about it, but here, let me show you how proud of them I am. So, and even in that sense, it builds trust amongst everyone, and you're also remaining a fan. Okay. And right now it's November, high school football, college football, many different things. College coaches have been fired. High school football playoffs have started or are about to start, depending on what state that you're in. And tensions are very high for everyone. I hear parents talking about this coach, this player, that player. Like, you have to understand what people are going through. Or even if you don't know exactly, I always assume or just think, I don't know what a person is going through. Because even in this coaching lifestyle, I'll be honest, it's a catch-22. Because as coaches, especially in the educational system, you're not only dealing with X's and O's, you're dealing with different personalities, different people, different life situations. As a coach, we sacrifice so much time, even away from our own family. Like, it's the season now. My family's in Mississippi. Such a family as my mom and my sister. But if I want to see them, like, it has to be probably when the season's over with, where we don't have a tournament or a game or something because things are just that high. Or risk with my wife to the point where if we're laying down, I can get a phone call because, some parents can't control their children, or the children feel comfortable talking to the coach rather than talk to the parent, or, just have a certain need or a certain necessity that other people just do not have. And it takes a toll on everyone, spouses, children, relatives, like everyone involved. So please be considerate and mindful, especially when people start to call for a coach's job. Like, are you capable of doing that job? To be able to multitask, make sure you have your own sanity. Make sure you are taking care of your family at home. And now you have this other family that you call a team. Assistant coaches, head coaches. Which we're going to get into that a whole lot more, because with this profession, like I said, it's a catch-22. You have a lot of different things that happen going on behind the scenes, and we're going to discuss, and hopefully you all have a general overview and maybe a different insight on certain professions, starting with this one, coaching. All right, so again, message for today, my message to the parents. Hey, be a fan, not a coach. All right, have a great day.